our friends that have joined us and are on the studio set as well. We have lots of friends with us tonight.
We do have lots of friends. We got, I can't point, but they're all over the place. You can see a whole bunch of weird looking creatures and pictures and memes, because today's theme is what the meme. Coming soon to your screen, you. Welcome. We got some great people here joining live. Great to see a bunch of you. Hi. You guys are welcome to join in and say hi. Drop your questions over in the Q&A down below. We're going to be talking all things scalping, of course, but memes and meme coins and why we love them and why we love them as from a scalping point of view. We're going to look at some of the pros and cons, actually, of meme coins. Some people get into memes or meme coins from early days, like pre-sales and that kind of thing. We're going to look at some really great charts as well from a scalper's point of view. Our weather girl, Vicky, will be showing us a little bit later. But in the meantime, just for a bit of news on what's been happening in the den and the lodge, Badger, you want to give us a bit of a roundup over the last week? Just call it the sports section. Sure. Over in the den.
Well, we've had some great runs. I think even ARPA this morning didn't do too bad as well. On Sunday, however, well, Monday morning, I suppose, in Australia, and Sunday this side, I think NUM ran about 140 something percent. So that was a great run, and it seems to have run at the time where everyone was, or most of the members were asleep. So, but that happens. That's one of those things. Also, Hybrid ran quite well.
Yes.
Astra also did 100+%, and these are just some of the runs from those coins. They actually went on and ran another couple of runs. So there was plenty of opportunity to make some profit. And then just looking at some of the members' comments in the den, someone said, "I was busy at work, but got a very nice percentage today on DREP and CFX. A total of 14.13%. That was great." And one other person said she was actually on her way out the door, and then she quickly scalped 2 coins and also made a good profit. Exactly. So you can literally be on your way out and then quickly check your chart and still make money with scalping.
Why do I like scalping?
Exactly. Then there's people who did multiple trades on Astra because, like I said, it ran 120+%. One member mentioned he or she, I think, profited just under 10% in 3 different trades, just scalping 2 or 3 candles at a time. So that was great. And also Ray ran a bit, hybrids, like I mentioned. So plenty of profits been made in the day.
Lots and lots of great scalps happening there. Thanks, Badger. Thanks for the updates. For those of you who are not in the den or lodge, you're definitely missing out. There are coins that are running all the time. And it's not just the meme coins. There's all kinds of other tokens as well. We as scalpers, I don't know, do you guys kind of feel like you need to know more about these tokens and these crypto coins and stuff that you guys scalp, or is it kind of like, oh, here's another multi-consonant token, come and scalp it? I mean, you guys do a lot of research on these things that you scalp.
How about you, Vicky?
I scalp what I see. So I do research on coins for other types of trading, but I don't for scalping because I just scalp what I see. And I don't hold on to the coins for very long.
I completely agree. They are such high risk. You never know what's happening to them in the next hour or so. Some of them might just not exist tomorrow. So for meme coins, I do exactly the same as Vicky. If it runs and my indicators or everything is in confluence, I scalp it. I get in, I get out, and I take my profit.
Aha.
That's it.
Sure. So there's a quick question from Donna CN. Will there be a recording of the episode 2? Episode 2 was last week. We definitely did record it. It has been posted out on or at least in the, it's on YouTube as far as I know. What we'll do as well, for those who missed it, we will send a reminder post around that recording, as well as this week's recording. We are streaming live on Facebook as well. You can go share it with your friends and family if you like, just to see what kind of comedic humor, well, we try, at least here on the Hodlnots Happy Hour Hangout. But we're all about memes today, and there is a little bit of fun in that, because I mean, crypto is quite a serious business, you know, like we learn how to scalp, obviously, through the Hodlnots scalping course, more on that later. And it is quite serious. I mean, you're dealing with money and quite a serious, you know, volatile entity. So that is, yeah, you've got to be a little bit serious. But here, over in Hodlnots land, on the Hodlnots studio, we try to have a bit of fun. I mean, we've got our 2 genies in the bottles. Over there, they can't wave because that's been disabled. But yeah, this is quite a serious thing, and you're still dealing with money. I mean, we talk about $100, $200, $1,000 that you're trading with. So like, this is serious things. And like Marcel was saying, you don't want to get stuck in coins. You don't want to. You're in and out in a couple of minutes.
I think the question also is, why do we get into these high risk coins? And I think it's because we are scalpers and we can get in and out in a fairly short amount of time. Exactly. And also the volatility makes it worthwhile. And that's what's great about scalping.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was, that said, I was very tempted to snuggle ARPA my last nights. I'd been waiting for it to break that I think it was even on the 1 day, but it was on all the time frames. We've been hitting this resistance, and you know what it's like. It taps away, and eventually, you know what I often say, knocking on heaven's door. And it was knocking, and I was like, oh, it's gonna go. And then I was in load shedding, you know, of course, load shedding here in South Africa, where you know what it's like. Hey, Badger, Vicky. I mean, Vicky. What Vicky know?
Yeah, I know all too well. Thank you. Yeah,
I know. You suffer a bit worse than we do down here in the Cape. But I was on my phone, and my alert for ARPA went off, and I couldn't quite open my trading view screen. And I was like, "Ooh, you know, like I knew it was going to go." And I was like, "No, I'm going to make the wise decision. What I thought was the wise decision, and not do it." And it then popped 40-odd%. And I was like,
I think it was it 17 minutes or something?
Oh, ridiculous.
No.
But that's fine.
Oh, well, anyway, some you win, some you lose.
Sure, but you know, it's better to have not gotten into a coin that did run than getting into a coin and then it taps. So, as we say in South Africa here, môre is nog 'n dag. Or we say tomorrow is another day. There will be always random.
Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, bugger. According to last week's Australian word of the week, it's bugger. Vix is another Australian word of the week. You can let us know. Crikey? No, crikey is an Australian word. No. All right.
Boy.
What I want to touch on very quickly, ladies and gents, we spoke about getting stuck in coins, and this is one important thing. 2 weeks ago in the lodge, we had a session with Liesel, one of our trainers over here at Hodlnots, and we spoke about, you know, the mindset of getting stuck. Is it, you know, emotional, or is it actually physically getting stuck in a coin? And this is where stop losses are important. Stop losses are super important, whether you're a long-term trader, a day trader, or a scalper. And this is what we are continuing with in about, I can't do the math, 36 hours from now. Over in the lodge, we're going to be talking all about the mechanics of stop losses. Where do you place them? And as scalpers, you know, our stop loss will be very different from day trading or even long-term. I couldn't even imagine how to place a stop loss in your long-term trading, because, I mean, you've got to allow for so much more flexibility.
Yeah. It's definitely a skill, deciding what the range, your coin that you are taking a position and the range it's gonna move in. That's why I like scalping. I can scalp for 3 minutes and I'm out, and I can do other stuff.
Well, that's exactly it. Then you don't have to worry about like, oh, what's Bitcoin doing or what's the market doing. Literally, exactly. At the end of the day, you're in cash.
As long as the stable coins stay stable.
Very true. Very true.
It doesn't get depegged. All right. Bear that in mind. This is not financial advice, any of this. This is more fun advice. This is what we have a little bit of fun here. It is a little bit of educational side of things, but it is important to be able to diversify your crypto portfolio, not just with regarding timeframes, but also different exchanges. I don't know about you, Mish, Vix, and Marcel. Do you guys have your risks spread across different exchanges, or are you kind of all eggs in one basket kind of people?
I have mine across different exchanges as well. Sorry, Vix.
No, go.
Didn't mean to interrupt. But I actually use 3 to do my trading from different exchanges.
Oh.
And coming back to the stop loss, I also just move it up based on the profits. So if I'm watching a coin, I move up my stop loss so I can have maximum profits. But I'm a big believer in stop losses because I have lost a lot of money because I haven't put my stop loss in place. So yeah, I take my risk across different exchanges.
Fix?
Yeah, I do as well. So I am on Binance and KuCoin, and I also, which we'll be talking about soon, I dabble in the Uniswap, PancakeSwap, that kind of decentralized exchange.
Nice.
And yep, and I also hold now I hold my money in a Trezor, not a ledger. That's a whole nother topic of conversation that happened last week.
Yep.
So so I do spread my risk as well.
Badger?
I'm very much the same as Vicky, where my scalping exchanges, which is Binance and KuCoin, I sort of do like 50-50, keep half in the one and half in the other. And then also I don't like using Uniswap with the Ethereum and the fees and everything. It's just a bit too much. But I do use PancakeSwap with link to my MetaMask.
All right. Well, listen, I mean, that is maybe another topic for another week as well, talking about centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges.
CEX.
Yes, that's how you say it, isn't it? Is it Salt and Pepper who sang that song? I can't remember. But we will be, don't choke me, Badger. We will be talking about centralized exchanges and decentralized. I can see Michelle laughing. I can see, even though she's muted. Exactly. All right, we'll be talking about centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges because it is an important thing as well at some point. But here over in Hodlnots, we sculpt what we see. So, what do you see around the background today? All right, let's see. You guys and girls in the Q&A section down below. It doesn't have to be a question unless you're unsure. But do you see a bunch of memes all around? Let's see how many of these you can identify quickly. We'd love to hear from all of you as we're going to be talking all about memes. And why is it really relevant to us as scalpers? Because this isn't something important because we don't really care too much about these coins and these tokens and their projects at all. But it's always fun. And this is the whole point behind memes. Speaking of fun, I do want to touch on, we did have a contest last week. Thanks for those who did participate because we've got a bunch of ETF tokens to give away. So what we're going to do very quickly, I'm just going to quickly screen share over here because we had a spot the difference contests. All right, so thanks music for stopping. But this is what we did last week as our contest, spot the difference in our backgrounds. And thanks to our graphics master or mistress, thank you, Vicky, such an amazing job. I did switch between red wine and white wine. That was a sunnier day. As you can see, there are a bunch of differences. Marcel, did you notice the differences? Did you see that there was differences? I'm sure you
I
saw.
did, but I did not find all of these. So maybe.
Oh, Marcel.
Well.
I missed out on one because I was so focused on the wine. I actually missed out on that little martini that was on the top there. But
were you horrified that you were drinking white instead of red?
No, not at all. It was a warmer day, and that looked like a lightly wooded Chardonnay. So I was quite stoked. Thanks, Vic. That's exactly what Doctor ordered. I mean, I'm all for the Burgundian varietal. So Burgundy, just for those of you know, this is a wine segue. So in an area of France, hello, Dancien. In the area of France, area called Burgundy, and they're well known for their Pinot Noirs and their Chardonnays mostly. So I was very glad to see that. Thanks. Sorry, that was a bit of wine knowledge, ladies and gents. I'm glad I could share. But yeah, so we had a competition. Vix, have we chosen a winner, and are we going to notify them?
Yes, so thank you. We did. We do have a winner that emailed in. So we had quite a few entries, and actually that winner's on the call today. I see. So that winner will be notified by email, and you won 100 BTAF tokens. So if you did, I know, if you did enter and you're on the call, someone on the call's won today from last week.
That is amazing. We are going to protect that person's privacy. We have to. It's here in South Africa. It's called the Puppy Act. But we don't want everyone to rush over. Hey, we want some BTAF tokens. We're your best friend. You know how you win when you win the lottery. No, I wouldn't know. All right, but thanks, Vic. So we will be contacting that person via email because that person did email hello@hodlnots.com. So speaking of more fun, let's see. Has anybody given us any? Does nobody know any of these meme coins? Well, that's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean,
8. There's 8 of them at the moment, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7, 8. There's 8. There's 8 meme coins in our set at the moment.
8. Yes, you are right. We're all a bunch of memes anyways. But yes, there are indeed 8. So we've got one already. Thanks, Justin. He's identified Pepe. Good job.
Yeah, good one.
That's been hot news. Good. We've got Shib. Lovely. Who else? Come on, ladies. You might know some more of these.
Yeah.
Hey, Reefer. Nice work. Hybrids? Ooh.
No, interesting. It's not hybrids.
But I like the way you think, though.
Yeah.
Like the way you think. Cool. Nice one, Isabel and Justin getting Doge. Good. A little Doge puppy there. Floki.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. That's hidden, actually. Floki's hidden. So good one, Donatien.
All right. So we are going to be talking more about meme coins. Thanks, Vix. We're going to be talking about meme coins and why we as scalpers, I mean, listen, they're fun. All right. And before we get into all Vix's section, I'm just going to give you guys and girls a quick definition of what a meme coin is, according to investopedia.com. And that's basically a meme coin is a cryptocurrency term for popular currencies, sometimes depicted with comical or animated memes that are supported by enthusiastic online traders and followers. So we've seen that there are huge communities and huge supporters of Doge and Shiba Inu, you know, and then Floki and Pepe, specifically Pepe, being crowdfunded. That was really, there's been a gap in the market ever since Doge and Shiba Inu have kind of taken off. We've seen a bunch of them, and there are a lot of these fly-by-nights that come in, and I'm loving the background music. Thanks. So yeah, we've seen a lot of these come in and out, but you need to understand what meme coins really are, what they are. And I know that Marcel had a couple of little points around meme coins. So Badger, you want to throw that in?
Yeah, I just wanted to basically say they're basically highly speculative coins, normally inspired by internet culture, community driven, and like I mentioned when I talked about the scalping them, they're highly volatile and they're high risk. but that is what we like about them. And
that's the thing. I mean, we as scalpers, we basically look for that volatility, and thankfully we've got a whole bunch of indicators, some of which Vicky might give a little allusion towards. We're going to be looking at like the Bollinger Band, and the Bollinger Band, you girls and guys know that when we get that beautiful breaking out, once it's been in a squeeze, we look for that squeeze. When that lower Bollinger Band flares down, we're going to see a big run, and we love volatility. Making sure you have a stop loss in place, but that's what it's all about. But like Marcel says, it is highly speculative. It's not something that you're going to necessarily buy into and hold. Unlike something a little bit more stable, whether it be like Solana, a Badger, or Ripple.
Basically, I see them as lottery tickets sometimes. You never know what's going to happen, but you might as well just risk a smaller bag and scalp it and hope you make some good gains. It's not something that I would really invest any money into like a long-term hold. It would be scalping, and at the very most I'll buy like a small bag just to play around and see if I maybe catch one of those 10x runs. But it's definitely not something that I would put money into that I would need later down the line.
Well, absolutely. I mean, listen, we know that there is, because it's kind of community driven and this fan base driven, hell, how often used to set my alerts on Twitter for when Elon Musk, when he tweeted anything, because more often than not, he would allude to something like Doge or Baby Doge. I mean, goodness me, when he mentioned Baby Doge, I think it took off like 300%, something ridiculous. But these meme coins, being highly speculative, they are highly volatile, but they are driven by these active communities, or whether it be celebrities, or any other kind of influencer around it. Some people don't like meme coins because they're labeled as pump and dump schemes, and that is something to be aware about, or to be aware of, because they don't have.
It's not great having your investment. If you invest in some of these coins, having your investment, what if someone tweets something negative about it? So that's why I stay away from investing in them. I literally scalp them. Scalping, that's definitely worth scalping. Because some of these, like even I think Doge ran 100 and something % in 7 days. So just now, so there's definitely scope to scalp them, or maybe even snuggle them for a short while. But more than that, that's not worth it for me.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, a lot of people are like, oh, which coin is pegged to Bitcoin? And I think a lot of these meme coins, a lot of these independent tokens, especially those on KuCoin, they kind of like do their own thing. If they've got a really large support base established, like Doge, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Floki even as well. By the way, the reason why Floki spiked a little earlier today, it was because there was a new pairing with one of the fiat currencies, and it spiked 20% or something. So that was great to see, just FYI. But yeah, if Bitcoin's going down, we scalp those coins on a running. And more often than not, these independent, community-driven tokens are really great. But you've got to watch out because they are highly volatile. All right, but less about me and my thoughts and more about Vicky. Vicky is our weather girl / investigative reporter, journalist, who's had a look at some meme coins. And just bear in mind that this is not financial advice. We're not advising you to necessarily buy into any of these. The big attraction, and some of us have bought meme coins, pre-sale and that kind of thing before, and they haven't really taken off, or they've turned out to be a scam. Good old Manchester, thank you. Badger. Anyway, yeah, no, that wasn't fun. But you always have to do your own research. And if you, I
just said thanks for reminding me about that.
Well,
luckily, Luckily, we mostly received free airdrops, but
mostly.
Yeah, never invest in something that sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, always DYOR. And for those of you who don't know, do your own research. That's important. But yeah, I think we're still quite wet behind the ears. You know, what's the saying? Green behind the ears, wet behind the ears. But the only way that you learn is to really make a few mistakes. And as you guys and girls know in the 3M challenge, that it's important to start with smaller dollar values. So if you are looking to invest into something and it might be the next 100x, 1000x, everyone wants the next gem, just be careful. I mean, you are doing risky business. So maybe just put in $20 or something. Again, not financial advice. You guys and girls can all make up your own minds around investing and hodling and getting into these meme coins. But when they do launch and when they get listed on KuCoin or Binance, like Pepe did and Floki did, then they can run big. And that's where we as scalpers, we will jump in. There's a lot more security there once they're listed on centralized exchanges. There it is more important. Anyway, speaking about centralized exchanges and so forth, Vicky, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you. So I love meme coins as a scalper because of everything we said. There are different ways to get into meme coins, as John and Marcel were alluding to, that you can buy them like any other token at pre-sale on their own website, and then you hope that they launch. But that's actually really not why I wanted to bring meme coins to you today. I wanted to bring them to you today because we are in an amazing position as scalpers. We can take advantage of meme coins. There's not a lot of other people in the industry other than the pump and dumpers that actually have groups that pump and dump these coins that can take advantage of these. There's amazing volatility in these coins. We can take advantage of this amazing volatility as scalpers because we do not hold on to these coins as scalpers. In fact, don't. This is one of the group of coins to never, never, never hold on to because they are so volatile. You know, John and Marcel and Michelle were saying, you know, these coins run off tweets. They run off news. They run off, you know, they have no intrinsic value, so most of them. So most of them really, they're not utility tokens. Like they have no use other than to be funny, to, you know, give people some laughs. And that's the reason why you cannot hold on to these coins because they could be gone tomorrow. But as scalpers, we can really take advantage of these because we don't care about tomorrow. We care about the next 3 minutes and then, you know, make our percentages. And these coins run extremely well. And I just want to go around the studio here, first of all, and just a little bit about each coin. So I'll start with the little red coin down the bottom there. And that's actually Shibu Inu or Shib.
Yeah.
And everyone, I think if you've been scalping a while, everyone has probably scalped Shib once or twice when it came out. And Shib launched around 2020 already, so August 2020. So it's been around for quite a long time now. The day after it launched, it gained 1,500%. So at the moment, it's not going very well, as we might know, because I think quite a few people, including our mama bear, bought a bag of Shib and held on to it, and now it's... But that's actually one of the reasons why you don't hold on to these coins. You know, it ran 1,500%. If you got 3 candles, you could have made quite a big percentage on this coin. So all of these coins are really just, please use them for what they are. If Elon tweets out something, you go in, you're out. You don't think about them again. So Shib was actually launched. It was called the Doge killer, basically. It never really took over from Doge as such. But Shib is down there. Doge is on the coffee cup, and we all know about Doge. So Doge was really the original meme coin, and it was created way back in 2013, if you can believe that. So 2013, it was created, and it was actually a fork of Litecoin. So these two guys got together, forked Litecoin, and they made this coin called Doge. And the reason really why Doge is so successful is obviously Elon Musk tweets about Doge all the time. So this is one of the coins that everyone knows about, because when Elon tweets anything about Doge, it runs. If he tweets something negative, it doesn't run. But take advantage of that. When you see someone tweeting about Doge, look at the chart. If it's hugging the Bollinger Band, if it's on the 1 minute chart, if everything's right, jump in for 3 candles, jump back out, and you'll make a bit of profit. You don't hold on, because again, even a coin like Doge could disappear. A few of these coins, interestingly now though, are trying to make use cases. So I'll talk about a few of them in a minute, but Doge is trying to make a use case for itself, let's say, and they've launched a couple new things. That one of them is they're going to try to have some its own network, basically, so other meme coins can launch on the Doge network. So they're trying to actually break out of the meme coin arena, which a lot of them are doing now. But so Doge is one of those ones that everyone knows. It has an unlimited supply as well. Okay, that's on the coffee cup. Everyone knows some people know Pepe. Pepe is the little green frog down the front. And Pepe is probably our most recent one. And Pepe was amazing a couple of weeks ago. It launched on the 17th of April, so actually almost a month ago now. And it surged 4,000 times when it came out from its pre-sale price. So 4,000x on launch. And one of the reasons it did that is because one person purchased $250 worth of Pepe, and it made him $1 million. So that was incredible. So when that news came out, everyone really jumped on it, and they tried to, do the same thing. Again, Pepe is down at the moment, but again, we don't care. So I have to admit, I bought Pepe pre-sale. Actually, it was on Uniswap. When it launched, I sold it, and I don't care what it's doing now because I made a bit of money. So Pepe is down, and I'll show you some charts later on. But that's what you have to do with these coins. You don't hold on. You don't hope that it's going to be the next 4,000x. You don't hope. You jump in like any other coin as a scalper. You go 3 candles up, you're out, and you made a bit of money. So these coins especially, because Pepe is way down from where it launched. So you can't have the hopium going on with these coins. But Pepe is one, everyone was because Pepe just blasted out of its gates when it launched. So Pepe is the little green frog. And then on the computer next to Pepe, we have SpongeBob. No relation to the Nickelodeon SpongeBob, although he looks very similar, as we can see. SpongeBob has really no use case. It launched, it is available for sale on Uniswap, Gate.io, that MEXC. There's an exchange called MEXC. I don't really know a lot about it, but a lot of the meme coins launched there first. So it is available there. It's currently doing that, and they're going to launch on a major exchange in Q3 this year. So that's coming up. So that's just something to have a little look at. And then on Marcel's head is Homer. So that is the Homer coin. And all Homer, again, it has no use case at all. It just makes you go do. How do you say it? Oh. Doy. So Homer just makes you say that. Over across next to John, someone thought that could have been Highbirds. It's not. It's actually a coin called Titter, T-I-T-R. And Titter, they say they have a whole story on their website about why it was launched and why it was created. But in reality, everyone thinks it's because Elon Musk tweeted out about a couple months ago that he was going to change Twitter's name to Titter. It was just a little bit of a joke that he wanted to say, but a community grabbed onto that, and they have now created this coin called Titter. This is one of the coins that are actually preparing a use case. So it's not just a meme coin, it does have a use case as well. They're going to be creating a community-driven NFT marketplace. So everyone that holds Titter coins and our artists can actually launch on their own NFT marketplace. And they're also going to create a launch pad for other meme products. So they're trying to do a bit of a use case for their meme coin now. And you can buy that on Uniswap at the moment. And just let me get back to Uniswap in a minute, because John touched on that before. Because Uniswap has, or no, Marcel did, Uniswap has really high fees. So you have to be really careful when you're buying on Uniswap, because it's on the Ethereum network. So you get charged those really high fees, rather than on PancakeSwap, which BTAF tokens on. That's on the BCS network, and we have low fees on that one. So whenever you're using Uniswap, just be a little careful, especially with these coins. Don't think you're going to buy them and then make a lot of money if they launch on an exchange, because you have to make up that fee first. So you do have a little bit of a problem making up the fee first before you actually get into profit. And then if we go up the top, Donna CN actually just admitted that she didn't see it, but Barney Bot is dressed as Floki. So he has the little Floki horns. And obviously he and Marcel got the memo as well with the glasses. So Floki is actually not a new coin. Floki is also an older coin. And we probably all scalped Floki at one part or another. It launched in 2021, in July 2021. And it differs from a lot of the older meme coins because it actually has a use case in real life. So Floki it has kind of four now use cases. So it has a metaverse. It has its own metaverse, first of all, called Valhalla. So you can actually play, it's a play to earn metaverse. And then they have Floki Places, which is a marketplace that you can buy physical goods. And then they do have Floki-Fi, which is a decentralized exchange, or a DEX, DEX. And Floki holders can swap other tokens there on their own DEX. And then they've recently launched something called Floki-Fi Locker, which is a wallet, a crypto wallet. So they do have a use case. So it's not exactly a meme coin, but it kind of gets lobbed in with the other meme coins anyway. We do have another one, and I don't know, there is another one on the screen that I'm not going to go through at the moment, but I will just share my screen for a moment now. Oops. And I'm just going to say yes, the music's going to stop. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay. So I just want to show you just a few other ones. I'm going to zoom around now. So there's a few other memes out there that are worth noting, just to keep in the back of your mind that you might want to dabble, and again, no financial advice, but you might want to dabble in them before they launch on an exchange, or that some of them have launched on the exchange already. But again, this is really to help you understand that we love meme coins as scalpers, because we can go into the charts and just scalp them. But there's one called Hollywood X Pepe, and it is actually related to the Pepe coin. And the coins, basically their creators kind of Hollywoodized Pepe. And it's trying to basically empower artists and content creators to help them with their work. So it has a bit of a use case as well. It's currently in its second pre-sale. So you can actually, if you go down a lot of these websites, you can actually purchase these tokens right now on their own website, hoping that when they launch on a centralized exchange or even a decentralized exchange, there'll be a little bit more. And they're planning to do that in Q3 or 4. They're not quite sure. But at the moment, you can actually connect your wallet and buy some Hollywood X Pepe right there. So a lot of those have that. AI Doge is another one that's in the news at the moment. And AI Doge is actually, it's an AI-driven meme generation platform. So what I mean by that is it will generate memes for you. So it uses AI to generate memes. And so what you do here is you type in what you want, and you say generate, and it will create a meme for you. And interesting, it uses the same technology as Chat GPT. So everyone, I think, by now has heard of that. In fact, there's a coin that we were scalping. But Chat GPT is that one that writes things for you. It's creating a lot of havoc. I know Liesel's on the call, so it's, you know, Liesel's our resident professor, and you know, she was actually saying that, you know, the students are handing in Chat GTP assignments that they haven't written themselves, but she said, oh, but you know what, you can feed it back into Chat GPT and it'll tell you if it's written it. So I thought that was actually really interesting, that the actual AI will tell you that if it's fake or not now. But this is related. It uses the same technology, but it generates memes. At the moment, it's in its pre-sale stage. It launched on the 28th of April, and it's going to be, they say they're going to try to launch on either a centralized or decentralized exchange on Q3. So again, this is another one that you can buy them at a reduced rate. And when they launch on the exchange, hopefully that they'll be better. It's not always better. In fact, some of them don't even make it that far. So that's why you have to be really careful with any coin really in pre-sale. This is another one. It's actually one of the hot ones for 2023 that people are talking about there. Cage Beasts is an interesting one. They don't have a lot of information. It's going to be pre-launching in 21 days. And it has to do with liquidity and locking liquidity up, or not locking liquidity up, actually. But there's not a lot of information in it, but there's a huge buzz in the industry about Cage Beasts at the moment, but you really can't look much into it. Cage Beasts. And then we saw this one already. This is our Sponge coin that we saw already. Sponge is, again, most of these have no use cases, by the way. So this is just another meme coin, and they just launched it. It's available on a whole bunch of these sites. But again, the good thing about these is if someone tweets about it, it could go up or down. So, you know, if you're on one of these exchanges, you can scalp it. It's very hard to scalp on Uniswap, so just be careful with that. But on any of these coins, if they're on Binance, KuCoin, you know, any of the exchanges you can scalp on, it's interesting to do it. So this is actually a really fun site, but they tell you right on the site, there's no use case for this. It's just a bit of fun. So again, these are meme coins. They don't really have a use case, although some of them are starting to do that. Copium is actually quite hilarious. I think that's funny. The only use case for Copium is they want to build a community of people that missed out on other coins, basically, which I think is really funny. So this is a community, and if you've missed out on the Pepe, you know, 4,000x, and you missed out on the 12,000 Doge, and you missed out on this is your community. So you can come here and you can comfort other people that also missed out on other coins, and that's the only use case it is. So Copium is this. Now, interesting with this one though, pre-sale was actually by invitation only. So you couldn't actually go to the website and buy this coin. You were invited to buy this coin. And they did that. It was actually interesting. They did that because they invited influencers. So they're actually really smart about it. So they invited people that they want to influence this coin on Twitter to go up. So we'll see how that one goes at the moment. So you can read a little bit about that. Invitation only.
Kind of the antithesis really of hopium, because for so many of us, you know, we're hoping, oh no, I hope the coin goes up again. But this is a fun way to cope. I really like this one. This is
Copium. I like this one. This is Copium. Who knows if it's going to do well or not, but it's just kind of a fun. This is all memes, you know. There's another one called Love Hate, which is a little bit of fun as well. And I love this website. I don't know if it works on Zoom, but look at my mouse. Woo, it puts hearts everywhere. I don't know if you can see it working very well on Zoom.
Yeah.
So Love Hate Inu is a voting platform, basically. So I think the final pre-sale was finished on the 8th of May. So I think it actually is done. And from pre-sale, it's actually increased 61% already. And this is actually a voting site. So what people will do with this one is say, you know, love, hate, love, hate. There's a couple of different ones. I think that's, who that. There's a Donald Trump one here somewhere. So they get little polls. We love, we hate. And it's just a little bit of there's Donald. We love him. We hate him. So it's a little bit of fun.
Oh, that's cute.
So that's what people were going to be doing on this. It is live on OKX now, so you can buy it. And these are, again, a lot of these coins don't have the money to launch on Binance, which is about almost $2 million to launch on Binance at the moment. And even KuCoin's a couple 100,000. So that's why they launch on these other little exchanges. But this one's actually quite a little bit of fun. So people can create little polls on that one. And then the interesting thing is, though, that if you hold this coin, you have to stake it to be able to vote in these polls. So they're actually being really smart about that as well. So that's another one. Tamadoge, this is actually, again, not a new one. And it was created, this is kind of like it's a game, basically. And it looks a lot like the old 90s, the 1990s games for everyone that was alive in the 1990s here.
It's a little like the old Tamagotchi, right?
Yeah, it's the Tamagotchi. Yeah. Exactly. It was the Tamagotchi craze of the 1990s. So it's modeled on that. And it launched in 2022, I think, and it went up 1,900% from its pre-sale price. So this was one of the best pre-sales in 2022, and it raised $19 million, this one. So that's not a new one, but it's still around. And this is Titter. So this is our little bird. And I think the graphics on the bird are amazing. So if you follow them on Twitter, they have some incredible graphics for this bird. And I just like him because I think he's really cute. But this is this little, and they have a whole story about why he's actually been created. But like I said before, in reality, everyone thinks that it's because Elon Musk said he was going to rename Twitter. So they jumped on it, but it's actually really cute. And he does a lot of things. And they actually do have some use cases coming up. So it's not exactly just a meme, because it has a use case. And they're planning on creating, again, an NFT marketplace and also a launch pad. So they want to be able to launch other meme coins on this one. So this is one to watch as well. That one. And I've done that twice. And then Pepe. So Pepe, for some reasons, website is down at the moment. So I can't get to the website. And again, their coin is down as well. So from when it launched, it's actually just gone down. So it went, woo! So this was when it launched, it went way up here, and now it's gone way down here. But this is what we want. We want to scalp from here to here. And that was a huge launch for them. So again, these coins are not something to hold on to. These coins are just to trade. And I'll just move my zoom. And I just want to just finish off showing you a few of the charts.
Sorry, Vix, just a reminder.
Yeah.
Guys and girls, while we're showing you all these really great meme coins and potential projects, still do your own research. If you go and Google,
totally.
What is Pepe? What is Pepe coin? It'll give you a whole bunch of results. And a lot of people talk about price projection. They're talking about it's going to be the next big meme coin until 2030, et cetera, et cetera. Please do your research if you are looking at buying and holding. It's highly volatile, like Marcel was saying, highly speculative. But we as scalpers, like Vicky is about to show us here, looking just on the day chart. But obviously, we're 1 minute scalpers, but you can look at the potential that these coins as scalpers, that we are, what you can potentially make. 1,500% in 7 days just for Pepe. And if you were scalping that for an entire week, you would have made a bunch more than that.
Mm-hmm. And that's really what this is for today. This is basically not to run out and go buy the pre-sales and hold on to them and try to make money when they launch, which is what you can try to do. But that's only if you have extra money, extra money you're not using. This is more to say, kind of just keep your eyes on these coins, because these are the coins that will run off tweets. And all, because they really have no, most of them have no use case. So, when they tweet, you can just grab some money off these. So these are just basically keep in mind what these are, and you grab them when they run, and they run off news, basically rumors and news. Doge is a really old coin. Even Doge runs 77% in 6 days, not too long ago. So Doge was running, SHIB ran a little bit as well. So SHIB ran a little bit there. Floki's running.
Floki's been running on the 1 minute VIX. If you go, well, not in the last little while during this broadcast,
but right here.
But I mean, even that little doji wick there on the 1 day, go pop that open. If you go to the 1 minute chart VIX, have a look there, because we as scalpers, we were grabbing a couple of percentage points on Floki. I'll blow that up. That previous run on that front of the mountain there, VIX. And again, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Hodlnator, incredibly powerful tool that you get as part of your Hodlnot scalping course. I mean, that's all right. 8% in 6 minutes thereabouts. And this is and it just shows the volatility. And as we see more adoption of meme coins, and not just the Doge and SHIBs, which are kind of like the OGs, the original gangsters, the first ones, but you get a whole bunch of these new ones, Floki, Pepe, all popping up. I mean, this is great scalping potential.
Exactly. And that's really why we wanted to do this today, not so much to show you these are great, these could be great projects in 2023. This is just keep these in mind, because when you see them launch, these are the ones, again, if you follow them on Twitter, they all have Twitter accounts. So when the tweets come out, that's when they're going to run, because there's just sometimes no rhyme or reason why else they would be running other than market, people, the news, people tweeting. And that's why meme coins are fun, because they're driven by tweets and they're driven by news and they're driven. So as scalpers, we can take advantage of that. And that's really what we wanted to show you today, because like I said, we're possibly one of the only types of traders that can take advantage of these coins, because we're not holding on. In 1 minute, a really good tweet might come out, and in 10 minutes later, a really bad tweet will come out, and we don't care, because we're in it for 5 minutes. So that's why they're so good for scalpers, basically.
Well, that was super, super comprehensive. I'm excited. Badger, did you see any that you're looking forward to being listed at scalping?
Yeah, I think there's quite a couple of them that I'll go and research after this call, John, and see whether I can maybe get in on one of those decentralized exchanges and buy some small allocations.
Absolutely. What I'm going to start doing as well, and what we'll do over in the lodge, is we're going to maybe even drop some of the Twitter handles for some of these projects that we spoke about, just so you can set your notifications, because once they launch and they go live, they are definitely going to be very scalpable. And again, if you are lucky enough, and again, not financial advice, it's more fun, is that if you'd like to get into any of those pre-sales, do it with a very small bag, because again, no guarantee that it's going to do a Pepe or anything else. There is
some of them go down, so some of them you'll buy and they'll launch and then go, so you have to be really careful with that. Yeah,
absolutely. So what we're going to do is we wrap up here this hour in the happy hour over in the Hodlnots Hangout, is we're going to launch this contest. What we want you guys and girls to do, we'll drop the email address again, is hello@hodlnots.com. What you can win this week is a 20-minute session with myself, 20-minute Zoom session, and that can be around anything scalping, or if you had any questions around anything else, or you just want to hang out for 20 minutes, you get to do that with me. I might even throw a few PTAF tokens in as well. The question is, there between Vicky and Michelle, there is a little meme coin being represented. We may or may not have mentioned it on this broadcast in episode 3 of the Hodlnots Happy Hour Hangout. What we'd like you to do is, in the subject line of your email to hello@hodlnots.com, is to write there episode 3 contest or meme coin contest, and let us know the answer to that. All right, what is that meme coin being represented up above me? I can't quite look up there. Thanks, Vix, for dropping that in. You can share that with everybody, and then we'll be able to see that. But yeah, for all of those guys and girls who have joined in the show, there's one last thing that I'd like to just share with all of you. Let me just Joe? You good?
Sorry, John. I wasn't muted.
That's okay. Just I thought you wanted to get something off your chest, and not just. All right, let me pull that off quickly. I think that's the browser. All right, so this is over at bitcointaf.com. Bear in mind that there is just 15 days until perhaps the last live course of the year for Hodlnots scalping course. Stay tuned for more updates on that. But until then, there is a coupon code for a discount, first order 5. If you'd like to get in there, get into the live scalping course. Incredible. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the team, but it changed my life, Badger's life, I'm pretty sure, a little while ago. Get in there, learn how to scalp, how to be able to scalp these meme coins, making percentages in minutes. There is a nice little discount code over there. You can register that over there. Otherwise, head on over to the online store and you head over to all the products, and you'll scroll down. There's the den that you'll get in once, or at least part of, once you are a member. But you want to find the scalping course. I will get there. Oh, there's also premium. One more time.
The top.
All right,
at the top. Yeah,
all right.
the course on the right.
Serendipitous, just to make sure, if those of you who don't have the time to join the 12-day course with its 24-hour support, there is the Hodlnots Premium as well. But this is the course that you want to be looking at. And if also bear in mind, if you join now already, you get immediate access to all the pre-course videos, so you can prepare yourself nicely ahead of the June 9th course start. So just bear that in mind. That's my last little quip. Any last closing quips, comments from the rest of my crew?
No.
Fine.
All good. Just fall in love with the stop loss.
Yes,
my only
definitely. Don't stay in meme coins. Don't stay in any coin, but especially meme coins.
Yeah.
Use your stop loss or
Use
sell
your-
out.
Absolutely. Get in, out, and make your percentages or your money in minutes, as our 3M challenge is also all about. More about that and more, check it out on the website, bitcointaf.com. And if you're in the den and the lodge, you'll know all about the 3M challenge as well. Whew, bumper show. Fantastic. For those of you heading off onto the Day Trade Mastered weekly update, that is up now as well. But for the rest of you, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining. We'd love you being here. Thanks for the participation. Don't forget the contest. hello@hodlnots.com. Let us know what that meme coin is on that bottle between my two little elves on the shelf. From my side, John, thanks for joining. Thanks, Badger. Thanks, Vicky. Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks, John. Thanks for
Thanks, John.
having us.
Yeah, well, that's one big family. We will be back in 2 weeks' time. We're going to do this every alternate twice a month. But we will let you guys and girls know about this, as well as when the live recording of this has been published out on YouTube as well, for those of you who want to watch this again. Super important, really great information. Thank you, Vicky, for all that research on meme coins. I'm excited. Until next time. Thanks all.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody.